Good day, collectors. This is Scaling Drive back, and today we are going to review a supercar. Yes, we are going to review the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. This is the first Ferrari after Mattel got the license of Ferrari. They had the license earlier, maybe I think more than a decade back. Now they have got it again, and this was the first Ferrari that they released in 2025. And the first color variation or the first release was this SF90 Stradale in the iconic Ferrari red. I'm not opening that one, but I am opening the second release in this dark metal flake gray. I'll share the official color code as well. And along with it, I'll be comparing this Bburago SF90 Stradale. So this one will be in red color, so it should be an interesting comparison. So let's get cracking. Starting with the card art, it has the speed blur effect, yeah, and you can see it's new for 2025. I am reviewing it at the end of 2025, just before Christmas. Yep. So yep, card art looks nice. The wheels have been depicted nicely. You can't see most of the lines in the darker shade, but it looks quite good actually. So let's get cracking. Okay, so let's uncard this. Not a clean grip, but anyways. Okay, so we have uncarded it. Let's remove this stand and let's in on the car. Okay, first impressions. This looks great actually. Mattel has given the right amount of details in it, and this is a fantastic release as the first Ferrari casting after getting the Ferrari license, let me say, this decade. Yeah, so this is a Ferrari's first hybrid car, yeah, supercar, and which is game changing in its own ways, because in addition to the 4-liter V8 with the twin turbo setup and 3 electric motors, so two of them are one each on the front side on each of the wheels, and one between the engine and the gearbox. So this is a powerful car, pumping out a total of 1000 brake horsepower, which is an astronomical figure. And it does 0 to 60 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just about 2.5 seconds, which is superb, because you get the petrol engine power on the rear wheels, and electric motors power the front wheels. So it becomes a four-wheel drive vehicle up to, I think, about 100 odd miles per hour. After that, the petrol engine takes over, because then the electric motors are delinked. So it's a four-wheel drive at up to 100 miles per hour, which is great. And I personally prefer hybrids to electric vehicles, because this gives the range and flexibility and the engine noise enjoyment. Plus, hybrid is a little kinder for the environment as well. So, best of both worlds kind of thing. Before we move to an all electric era, maybe in a decade or so, you never know. But, anyways, the batteries also pollute when you discard them, yeah. So, it's a debate that's going on. Let me get back to the casting. The lines are nice. You see, let me get my toothpick. The lines are nice, as I was saying. Yeah, you see this detail, not easy to mold in the casting, and this another aerodynamic flap kind of thing. Oh, nicely done. Also, nicely done from the side, and it has got the side view mirrors, which is great. So another positive, and you can see the air intake over here, which is a black plastic piece, which is part of the black interior. Very nice use of materials and very nicely assembled. Great. And you can see the PR5 wheels blacked out, which is great, without any chrome. That looks better. You can see the Ferrari shield logo on the side, the yellow shield logo. This looks like a black and white photo, yeah, with just the logo being colored. It looks so nice. I like the color, man. I think I like it better than the red. Although Ferraris look great, look the best in red, I would say. But this is a nice choice, yeah. So looking at the aerodynamic bits at the side, and look here, there are two aerodynamic highlights at the rear as well. So yeah, nice. I like the shape, racy, and we got the competition also in the back. If you can see, yeah, those are mini GTs. Not the best in terms of comparing the actual diecast models, but I mean to say in real life. Looking from the top, it looks really good. We got a Ferrari logo at the front end of the hood. It's actually, yeah, the bumper piece, I believe. Yeah. So three colored parts on this, which are the shield logo of the Ferrari. This is the actually the shield logo. This is more rectangular one. Yeah. And this piece is plastic, which is part of this windshield piece, but they have nicely blackened it and given it a rough effect, which makes it look realistic. And they've done all this for a mainline casting, which is superb. And you got a shark fin antenna kind of thing, aerodynamically designed, I believe. Yeah. So moving on to the front. Okay, you can see the twin wiper details molding it into the plastic windshield piece, which is a nice detail. The wide V shape on the hood looks great, and you got some line markings for the hood opening, which is also nicely done. Best part is they gave the headlights, otherwise this would have looked really bland. Yeah, gave the headlight details, which are tiny white details, which because they replicate it nicely because they are LED headlights, I believe. And you have got these grill details over here, which is nice, which is again part of the black interior piece. They have not just kept it plain, they have given the grill effect as well, which is great. And we have got another air scoop in here, I believe. Yeah. So, and this front splitter is part of the black plastic base. Yeah, it protrudes a little bit. Nice, nice detail. Just to give some more information on this actual model, this was, I think, released in 2019 or 2020, just before the COVID period started. Yeah, and this is categorized as a mid-engined hybrid car. Yeah, so you can see, although it says mid-engined because its engine is mounted to the front of the rear axle, but you can see it's almost at the rear only, if you can see the engine. Yeah. Okay. And this has been designed and engineered using latest technology available for Ferrari, including elements from the Formula One stint. Yeah. So the I'll come to the rear a little later, but the rear wing is the active aero. It raises as per the requirement at high speeds. Plus, it has something called a shut-off gurney system, which is directly a technology from Formula One, and like it's sort of a fixed wing plus a moving parts in the wing, which manage aerodynamics to streamline airflow and increase the downforce as well, so that the car doesn't lift at high speeds. So yeah, it's a high-tech vehicle. Coming back to this casting, looking at the top, we got two. Let me focus. I believe this is for, one is for fuel and one is for charging, maybe, or maybe charging port was on the side, I believe. Yeah, could be. And this is a fine little slit for the rear window. Rear view out of these supercars is not great. Yeah, but nowadays you have 360-degree cameras, so it's not a big deal. Okay, we've got a nice plastic cover with some design for the engine, and we got some grill effect over here to vent out the heat. So nice little detail, perfect little mainline Hot Wheels casting by Mattel. Okay, let's look at the base ones. Ferrari SF90 Stradale 2025, copyright here, made in Malaysia. Not much details, but you can see rears. Air splitter is nicely detailed. Yeah, let's move to the rear only then. This is nicely detailed. Okay, let's focus. So we have got molded in tail lights, LED tail lights. No tampos at the rear, but that's fine. They've given the logo and the headlights, which was very important. Without headlights, it would have looked bland. Here it would could have been, but then maybe they can release it in a semi-premium silver series or something. So that's fine. The moldings make it pretty clear, and tailpipes are like gray. Since it's in gray color, it looks fine. Yeah, and here there is not much detail for the aerodynamic spoiler, but it's fine for a mainline casting. We got some louvers and venting over here for the engine. Yeah, and we can see some details over here as well, drooping over here. Nicely done. They have tried to give most of the details, and here there are some. These are the exhaust. What are these? Okay, I just did a quick check online. So here they mount the rear license plate. Yeah. So the details on the rear are quite good. Better than I thought without the tail light tampos. So yeah, great little Ferrari casting. It looks a little small in size, but it's not actually that small. I'll compare to true 1:64 scale from Mini GT, yeah, later on. But let me compare it with this Bburago. You can call it premium only. This new setup. They also have a Ferrari licensing. Okay, let me keep it over here. Okay, this is even more beautiful. Bburago has comes out with Ferrari castings as well, but it's a crazy mix. Some have these really poorly designed or really inappropriate plastic wheels which look yuck. They are not even worth the price of a mainline Hot Wheels, I would say. But some are really nicely done. I had to be very choosy to get the best ones. I got this and another one, Competizione. I don't remember. Yeah. So we can compare the two models here. On the side, the best part is the wheels, the three-part wheels, the black interior piece with some brake disc details, and the black rims also are there, which are chromed out towards the end, and there is a complete chrome lip as well. So superb design. It's close to the realistic wheel design, which looks great. Like there's a Stradale by BBR also, but I don't venture into too expensive die cast, like especially for 1:64 scale. Yeah, so this is in the signature Rosso Corsa color. Yeah, Ferrari red, and there's some blemish. Yeah, no, it has got the logos, and this is painted. I believe Hot Wheels has done better by giving it a getting the interior piece out here black. Yeah, the effect is better in the Hot Wheels. This is painted, but roof is metal, so that's a positive over here. And this has got opening doors as well, which is not my best feature requirement, but the shut lines are tight. Yeah, so I'm not opening them. Let me open one. Yeah, so you got some details. Steering wheel is nicely done, better than the Hot Wheels, and you got interior details. Yeah, but the shut lines are tight. I don't like to open and close them too often. So this is nice. Shut lines are quite tight, and just the details are similar. Just let me focus a bit. It's got no wrong key. Yeah, I don't know. The mold lines are better in the Hot Wheels one. This is not deep enough, or maybe the red color effect is making it a little blobby over here. Yeah, wiper details are similar. Mold lines are better. Headlight details are slightly better over here. They have blackened it out more. I can't really compare. And the front grille details. Let's come to that piece. Okay, I don't know which one is more closer, but the Hot Wheels one looks better with the grill visible. I think it's would be a little narrower like this, but yeah, it's a little odd over here in the Bburago. Not bad, but a little odd. My admiration for the Hot Wheels casting is increasing now. As side view mirror mount points are, it's a little aft of the front door where it starts. Yeah, it's here, it's mounted here only, which is not in the correct position. It should be somewhere over here. Yeah, so that's a small detail, but the wheels really kill it on this one. Wheels really the paint is a little blobby. I don't know, gloss red, which is not coming out nice on the camera. But looking at the rear, so rear here the Bburago wins hands down. Wheels and rear Bburago wins. They've got the Ferrari. Oh, I just dropped it. Just was the prancing was being a little frisky. So they've got the Ferrari logo over here in silver, which is nice. There's none over here. The Ferrari or something written over here. I don't know. And it has got a red for the tail lights, which is beautiful, and silver paint for the exhaust pipes, which is also nice. On online I saw rear design is like this, not exactly like this. Maybe there's a differentiation in the model year or some variation. And okay, you got some reflector also painted over here red. So they've done the rear part. Bburago has done the rear part really nicely. And coming to this rear, the prancing horse is being really frisky. Rear part, okay, it looks a little pushed in. I don't know, this interior piece. Yeah, so you can see a little bit of the engine detail, not much, and there's some black part over here painted, which is a detail not over here, but there's a deeper mold lines. I am liking Maybe because this is a new mold and the lines are deeper, looking nice, not blobby. And this paint is also hiding the fuel caps. So yeah, both castings are nice in their own way. And obviously Hot Wheels one is nicer because it is priced at under $2 here in India, and this one is about $5, $6, I would say. Yeah, so more than two times cost of this. In fact, three times. Yeah, three times the price of the Hot Wheels. So it's a trade-off, but yeah, fine. The wheels simply do it for me. Yeah. They have a little bit suspension which raises its stance, and it looks a little odd. This this is a realistic road hugging stance, if you can see this. Yeah, so they could have done without the suspension, but they're charging so much, so they had to give some more feature, I believe. And the base here, let me check out the base. Bburago SF90 Stradale, license 1 is to 64, made in China. This is also similar details, rear splitter and some details in the front. Yeah, nothing great. So the tires here are rubber. I forgot to mention. Yeah, they're rubber tires. So they're charging a premium, so they have to give something. So the wheels are fantastic. So yeah, let's okay, size comparison. Let's do size comparison. So yeah, the Birago one is a little bigger in size. Definitely not 1 is to 64 scale, because we'll check out the mini GT ones as well and we'll get a better idea. Mini GT competition, not the Stradale. I don't think they have the okay side details. Yeah, door lines are better over here in the Bburago, but they haven't given the aerodynamic effect. Maybe the color is the culprit over here. Yeah, color is looking on. Glad that I chose the gray. I'll just tell you which gray is it officially called by Hot Wheels. It's Metal Flake Grigio Silverstone. Silverstone is, I think, Formula One racing track in the UK. So named after that, I believe. Yeah, could be. Yeah. Plus, this window piece is smoke tinted. Yeah, I'm just checking my notes. So the window piece and the wheels are the same in the first and the second release. Smoke tinted, black PR5, black interiors. Only the exterior color changes in that. Yeah. So we have had a third release in a multi pack, which is a deeper red. If you could say burgundy. Yeah, I don't have that multi pack, and the fourth one is a dark blue shade, which has a fancy Italian name for that color as well. And that's I think a 2026 A or B case release, so I don't have it yet. Haven't received 2026 cases here in India yet. We're always licensing issues again. No more ranting, but let me see. So this Stradale compares with the Lamborghini Revoluto and the McLaren 750S. Let me keep this in the middle so that it breaks the color. Both are in gray shade. Okay, already pushing it at 25 minutes. So let me see. So yeah, no, actually the maybe Revolutor looks bigger. So 1 is to 64 scale. Maybe the Hot Wheels Ferrari is slightly smaller, or maybe it's closer to 1 is to 64. So it looks close to this Mini GT McLaren 750S. Yeah. which also looks beautiful. But I would say this metal flake gray color in the Hot Wheels, it looks superb. And you can see the obviously there are more details in the mini GD, multi-spoke, dull, gunmetal, gray wheels, the tail light details done. Yeah, just zooming in. Aerodynamic bits at the front. You can see the McLaren logo and aerodynamic details. Oh, there's no grill over here. Okay, maybe it doesn't have. Otherwise, they wouldn't have missed it. So this is again looking better. The mirrors are very realistically done over here. Rubber effect kind, yeah. Oh, there is some. Let me use my toothpick again. Carbon fiber effects over here, yeah. Here you can see carbon fiber effect. Do we have carbon fiber effect? And yeah, on the top as well. Oops. Here we have carbon fiber effect. This is the speciality of mini GT, giving carbon fiber effect. And in these supercars, the wing is also metal wing is also nicely done. Supercars carbon fiber effect is essential. In premium diecast you get that. Beautiful little casting. This has not got any lensed headlights, I believe. What does it have? Yeah, this top part is lensed, and then this they have colored this kind of daytime running light. Let me zoom in. So not that great from the front without any detail over here. It looks a little odd. Okay, let me compare it with the Lamborghini Revoluto. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Base is absolutely plain for aerodynamics, I believe. Oh wow, this looks substantial. Actually, it's a little heavier than, yeah, definitely heavier than this. This is wide also, you can see, in comparison to the Stradale. Yeah, looks like this could eat it for dinner. Yeah. And Lambos look mean anyways. So superb little casting. I just opened it now only, just before the review, and I was blown away. Yeah, the rear exhaust pipes, huge ones, nicely done. Tail light details, grills, and you can see a good amount of engine details as well. No plastic piece on top. That's a little strange. I don't know if it's like this in real life. Maybe it is, but it's even better actually. It looks, you can see Lamborghini V12, V10. Let me zoom. V12, yeah. So this has got a monster engine, no hybrid effect, I believe. Yeah. Okay, we got some details for the aerodynamic bits, and yeah. So just showing this casting because in real life these are the competitors. Yeah. Let me compare this size wise. Oops. Just being a little clumsy with my stand. Okay. Size wise, okay. Maybe this is closer to the real size because this Lambo looks quite substantial, and I know this is quite accurate. 1:64 scale. Okay, just let me set up or do it. Oh no, this is going this way. So Ferrari, and yeah, that's a setup. Maybe one is up the two to lift. uh, Inspection lift, let's see. Yep, looks nice. Let's keep it this back, it's bigger in size. Yep, so great. Yeah, enough of fooling around. So let me know how you like my review of the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, first Ferrari casting release by Hot Wheels in 2025 after getting their license, Ferrari license back. And the first release was in the signature rose red color. I reviewed this gray one. Let me know how you like the review. Let me know if you would like to hear more facts, or did I miss out on anything about this casting? Now that I think about it, I did miss out the designer of this casting. Yeah, the name of the designer of this casting is Sean Mogadam. Mogadam. Yeah. So I've heard the name for the first time, but that's a fantastic effort by Sean there. Yeah. Pushing it at 30 minutes. So I'll sign off now. Cheers now from Scaling Drive.